What field do you work in?
I work in music. I'm a band manager, so I probably should listen to them, but I don't.
I would imagine the music scene in LA is pretty liberal. Do you work with liberal musicians and people in the rock scene?
I work entirely with liberal musicians, actually. I have no conservative coworkers, as in zero.
Do you identify left or right of center?
Right.
So what's it like when you talk about politics with your professional friends?
I don't go there at all. I never touch politics with my coworkers. It's not really worth the conversation. Anytime that I've attempted to talk about politics with a liberal, it never turned into a conversation about why they're interested in hearing about my political views. It was just about telling me why they're wrong. So I have a very strict, I don't talk to liberals about politics rule. I'm happy to talk to conservatives, but I've never had a fair, successful conversation with a liberal about my political views.
And so if people were to find out that you're Republican or that you support the Trump administration, how would people treat you? Differently?
I think so. I mean, I think that's a big part of why I don't discuss it. I am in the presence of a lot of awkward right-wing bashing talk, so it would be a very uphill battle for me to defend myself in a situation like that, so I just keep quiet.
But would people discriminate against you professionally or socially?
Professionally, yeah. I had a boss previously who found out that I voted for Donald Trump, and our relationship changed almost instantly. In my current job situation, I think that it would be more of just a constant jab by my coworkers. I don't think that they would actually fire me, or I don't think that...
Would they tease you?
Yeah, definitely.
And socially, would they not consider you in step with them professionally?
Well, the good news is politics doesn't come up very often. I think that in the entertainment industry specifically, people try to avoid that because it is so one-sided. If you are on the other side, it's best to keep quiet.
How liberal do you suppose that is? I mean, do you react to that?
It's tough. I mean, coming from Texas, I definitely had more people to talk to about my political beliefs. Living in California now, it is a drastic change from the conservative atmosphere that I was raised in. So it's hard. It's different. It's tough to be in the presence of about 80% of the people I talk to who absolutely hate my president and my political views. So it's tough and awkward when you want to say something, but you feel like it's best if you just don't.
Is it the opposite in Texas, where Republicans would discriminate personally against liberals?
No, I don't think so. And that also brings me to okay, so you can call a testy liberal a snowflake, but what do you call a testy conservative? There isn't a word for it because the liberals are so much more fierce and forceful than the conservatives in their views. It's like they're so willing to tell you how right they are, but they would never ever listen to how right you are. It's just, it's a one-way street.